bills. We will go with the regular agenda first. Note taker.
Call the order.
Invocation.
Call the order.
Oh, yeah.
Pledge of allegiance.
We'll call the invocation. All right, everybody stand. Our dear Heavenly Father, thank you for letting us all gather here safely tonight. Please help us conduct business according to your will and get home safely. Amen. All right, Sierra, we do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Roll call.
Chair Moore, Vice Chair Schreiner,
Here?
Ms. Holman,
here.
Ms. Gregory,
Here.
Mr. Morrell.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Has everybody reviewed the previous minutes?
Yes, sir.
Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Everybody second? Ms. Gregory seconds. Minutes are approved.
All in favor.
Oh, yeah. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right. At this point, we're going to open the, for public comment on any agenda-related items. Thank you, CJ.
Yes. Okay. Yes, everything.
Yeah.
Come to the podium.
Yeah, if you'd like to come forward, just state your name.
Yes, my name is Rick Murphy. I live at 940 Lakeshore Drive here in Gallatin. I'm here tonight for two reasons. One, to support my next door neighbor. He and his wife, they're building, they're doing some work on their house. I've looked at the plans. They look great. I just think it's good, and I've said all along that I think anything we can do to take some of these older homes in Gallatin and fix them up a little bit, I think is a win-win. But Chip and Nora, great people. And the second comment I'll make specifically about him is that, and this won't come up tonight, but he spent over 25 years in the special operations community in support of this country. He was a Navy SEAL. He worked his way up. He was on SEAL Team 6. They're the ones you hear about. They're in the news all the time. He and his wife are very active in the special operations community. Operators that are impacted with traumatic brain injuries, post-traumatic stress. So I think that just speaks for the testament of this individual and his wife, and that's just something I wanted to make a comment to make the folks aware of that. Thank you very much for your time.
We have anybody else called to speak while it's open for public comment? All right, if not, we will close the public hearing for agenda-related items, and we'll move forward with, let's see here, resolution number 1, GMBZA Resolution 2025-004 at 944 Lakeshore Drive, requesting a variance. The owner and applicant request approval for a variance of 11.61 feet from the 20-foot east side yard setback, 4.59 feet from the 20-foot west side yard setback, and the 1,087 square foot, which is 4.7% over the 15% maximum lot coverage permitted on the 3,480 square foot per section at 06.03.030A and 06.03.40.1.c on a 0.53 acre lot identified as tax map 136D A 007.00 zone R40 low density residential district located at 944 Lakeshore Drive. Let the record show I forgot my glasses and I can't read this fine print. Right. Brad, go ahead.
Good evening, board members. Brad Hickman, staff planner. You can see the lot here. This is from a recent survey the applicant took. This is in the Leland Heights subdivision, which was platted in 1954. The house was built in 60 prior to our current zoning ordinance. The lot is around, I believe, around 23,000 square feet, but it was zoned R40, which is of course a minimum of 40. So several of the lots on this side of the lake have that smaller size or are non-conforming as far as R40. Moving on to the next, you can see where they're wanting to add on. Here, here, and here. The house already intrudes into the side setbacks. Prior to these prior to these three additions, the house is right at the limit for R40 in lot coverage. The planning department recommends denial of the resolution. Thank you.
All right, is there a representative for the applicant to come forward? Just come forward to the podium and state your name, please, sir.
Seth Neal with Upscale Construction. What do you need me to tell you? They just want to add a garage. The home doesn't have a garage. So that's what we'll be putting the right front side of the house. The setback, they want to extend the master bedroom out 8 foot, I think. That's tiny writing. I can't see from here, but I think it's 8 foot out by 16 foot wide. But we would follow the current layout of the home, which is over the setback. And then there is an existing deck there on the back, and they just want to turn it into a sunroom, which means covering it and adding impervious area. And I've talked to Ryan Ford down at Stormwater, and we need to work on remediation with that as well. Either a rain garden. We just found out from the previous owner that he had a French drain put in, but we need to dig that up, look at it, make sure it suffices, that Stormwater's happy with it, and then move forward from there.
Would the garage be forward facing or side entry?
Forward facing.
Okay. I
Entrance.
believe the garage, the home next door has a forward facing garage as well, correct?
Yes.
Anybody who has come forward and is against the addition? Any neighbors, anybody against it? Have we been made, any city received any letters or anything against it?
I mean,
Oh.
Sir, could you repeat your last name, please?
Neal, N-E-A-L.
Thank you.
My question was simply, has the city received any
My
notification
address
of?
or my business address? My address.
Either one.
Okay. Let's do my personal address, 105 Cedar Valley Road, Hendersonville, Tennessee, 37075.
My question was simply, has the city received any complaints or letters or any grievances against the addition?
No, sir, we have not. In fact, 940 had something similar done, I believe, in 2017. So.
Okay.
full disclosure, I'm very familiar with this property. I live one street over. So I know exactly where this is at. Okay. I'm assuming the construction of the garage and then the addition to the back would match the facade of the home.
Yes, sir. We'll follow all pallets, materials, everything.
Okay. And then I guess just for those that aren't familiar with this area, like I said, the house just to the east has forward-facing garage. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots up to the west. There's also another house that has a forward-facing garage. So this is not like, this would be out of character from what's going on, in my opinion, on that road. I don't know if I have any other questions. I mean, it sounds like you're already working with stormwater. And this was already a non-conforming lot? Okay.
As a reminder, it's always good practice to refer to your criteria for granting variances or deciding upon variances, which are in your staff report under letters A through J. So,
And just, I guess, fresh my memory, Brian, do we need to give reasons for all A through J, or we just need, when we cite our motion, it needs to be based on findings of fact from those?
They are supposed to meet all the standards A through J, although I've never heard of a motion that actually includes a reference to every single one of them. If you want to just highlight the ones that you think are the most important, I think that's sufficient. But it's up to you.
So I will make a stab at a motion if there's no other comments or questions.
Yes, sir. You got it. One moment.
Can I please request to suspend the rules to allow for the gentleman to speak?
Yes.
We have to vote on that.
So I think there actually needs to be a separate public hearing
Yeah, I've got to open it to the
besides.
Okay.
Yeah.
We still have to suspend the rules, right?
I don't think you have to suspend the
Okay,
rules
cool.
at this point, but we do need to open a public hearing
Okay.
if we're
So
done.
we'll open up the public hearing again. So if anybody from the public would like to come forward, just please state your name.
Oh, he's right. We should have opened a public hearing for the item.
Yeah.
Good evening. My name is Albert Lauren Fielding. I go by Chip. Everybody in the world knows me as Chip. All I wanted to say was if the forward-facing garage is a problem, the house on the other side of us, or I live at 944 Lakeshore Drive, and that the house on the left of us also has a front-facing garage. So that's all I wanted to say.
So to your point, it would be conforming to other homes on the.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so it does conform with several other houses.
Yeah. Is there anybody else that would like to speak while the public hearing is open? All right, if not, we will close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
Okay. I'm going to take a stab at a motion. Make a motion to approve with all of, I'm assuming with all of staff conditions, based on the fact that A, hardship due to physical conditions, it's a non-conforming lot, which is smaller than the actual entitlement for the property. G, for minimum necessary relief, they're expanding the house. The request is the minimum variance needed to allow for what they're wanting to do. And H, based on the fact that no harm to public welfare or nearby property, based on the fact that it's conforming to the property that is adjacent to them.
So I hear a motion to approve. Do I hear a second? All right, Ms. Gregory makes a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You've got your variance for 11.61 feet. Moving on to agenda item number 2, GMBZA Resolution 2025-005, Cedars Paradise Crossing for a conditional use permit represented by Greenlit Design LLC. Public hearing, the owner and applicant request an approval of a conditional use permit to construct two single-family dwelling units behind an existing single-family unit, creating a multifamily site for Cedars Paradise Crossing per section 06.02.020.c of the Gallatin zoning ordinance on a .59 acre lot, tax map 1130, group N, parcel 011.00, zoned R10, medium density, residential district located at 707 West Eastland Street.
Good evening, board members. Charlie Pieri, staff planner. The applicant proposes to construct two single-family dwelling units behind an existing single-family residence on the single lot shown here, creating a multifamily use on this property. The multifamily dwelling use requires a conditional use permit in the R10 zoning district. The adjacent surrounding property owners have been notified via mail about the conditional use request, and a public hearing shall be held on this item during this meeting. I'm sure you're all familiar with the requirements for a conditional use permit. Number one, that this use is so designed to and located proposed to be operated so that there is no adverse effect on public health and safety for the surrounding properties. And is within the provisions of the conditional use requirements set forth in the zoning ordinance. So this is just a basic layout of the site as to what the applicant is proposing. All parking will be behind the residential units shown here and here. The density for this particular use is well within the requirements of the R10 zoning district. The minimum development area for each dwelling unit is 8,566 square feet, which exceeds that 7,500 square feet minimum area per dwelling unit. A site plan to Planning Commission will be required to further solidify stormwater details, access, and architecture. The Planning Department does recommend approval of Resolution 2025-005 with the following 5 conditions. Thanks.
Thank you. At this point, we'll open it up to a public hearing. If there's anybody from the public that would like to comment on this agenda item, please come forward, state your name, and present your comments. If nobody's coming forward, then we will now close the public hearing on this item. And now, is there somebody representing the applicant that would like to come forward?
Andy Leith, Greenlee Design, 114B West Main. Happy to answer any of your questions.
Okay. I mean, I thought the staff did a pretty good job just explaining everything. It seems like this meets the requirements. Guess I misread this. You know, staff members,
Y'all are
yeah, staff is recommending the
recommends
approval.
approval.
Seems pretty cut and dry.
It's good to be on the same side with them from time to time.
Yeah. I mean, to me, this is very straightforward. The staff approves it. They meet the requirements. I will make a motion to approve the conditional use permit. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Ms. Holder seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, you've got your conditional use permit. Thank you, sir. All right, moving on to item number 3. Let me scroll back up, bear with me. Sorry, guys, this mouse is moving slow. Here we go. All right, item number 3, GMBZA Resolution 2025-06, Project Lasso. Roy, variance. The owner and applicant request a variance to permit 1 foot of barbed wire on top of a 6-foot tall vinyl coated chain link fence in the front, side, and rear yards of the property for a total of 7 feet on a 13.84 acre lot zoned IG Industrial General District, tax map 127, parcel 064.03, located at, give me some grace on this. How do you pronounce that?
Rappahannock.
All right, what CJ said, Wire Road. Okay. Go ahead.
Good evening, Kimberly Atlee, staff planner. The variance is to permit a barbed wire on top of the perimeter security fencing, to permit a 7-foot fence in the front yard and to prevent a 7-foot fence. The proposed 7-foot fence is within height on the sides and the rear. However, on the front, the requirement is 6 foot, so they will meet over by 1 foot. Some of the portion of the fence will be slatted for security purposes. Just to take note on this, the property is located in an industrial area. It's on a dead-end road, and it is surrounded by industrial property. Due to the location and the surrounding of the barbed wire, fencing would not be an out of place, which means it's pretty much conforming to the area. The site plan for this location went to the Planning Commission on July the 28th, and during discussion, the fencing was discussed, and the commissioners stated, and I did print this off just so I can read it to you verbatim. If the applicant goes to the BZA to request a variance for the barbed wire on top of the security fence, it is strongly encouraged by the Planning Commission that it be approved. Now, at this point, staff recommends Resolution 2025-006 with the condition that the front yard fencing does not create invisibility issues on the adjacent driveway. That's the only issue.
Cut and dry.
All right, at this point, we'll open up to a public hearing. If there's anybody from the public that would like to come forward, state your name.
Hey, my name is Rosemary Bates.
You new around here?
Going to give you my home address too, 395 Devon Chase Hill, Gallatin. And it took me forever to learn how to pronounce Demumbrian. Because
Demumbrian.
it sure does not even sound like what it looks like on paper. I am here on behalf of Gallatin Economic Development Agency, where I'm the executive director, to encourage you to approve this variance. This is a company that is new to our community, and it has a commodity that it needs to protect for a variety of reasons. So hopefully you'll do that, and hopefully our new zoning ordinance will allow this without having to get a variance. But thank you very much for your consideration. I appreciate it.
Anybody else from the public with a comment on this item? Please come forward. All right, since nobody's coming forward, we will now close the public hearing. Is there somebody representing the applicant here tonight? Please come forward, state your name.
Good evening, Brad Snyder with CSDG. Yeah, I mean, basically just requesting barbed wire on top. It's on the barbed wire's on similar applications throughout the area within a mile radius of it. And yeah, just basically would like to request that from you all.
Yeah, as staff mentioned, this came before Planning Commission. I was very surprised to hear that barbed wire was not allowed within any zone. I guess you could allow it in agricultural, but the way we interpreted, that I interpreted the barbed wire was that it was like a barbed wire fence only. But there's no language in the code that specifies that for security purposes, you can't use it. So that's why they're here.
Okay.
Is my understanding. But we approved the site plan. I'm happy to make a motion to approve with all staff conditions based on the findings of fact of A through J.
I'll second that.
I've had a motion to approve, and I've heard a second from Ms. Gregory. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Motion carries.
Appreciate it.
Put your barbed wire up. Thank you. All right, item number 4, any other business? Anything else we'd like to bring up?
I do want to just make note that our Tennessee APA conference, fall conference is coming up. So we make that available to our zoning board and our planning commission members to be able to go to that.
Fall Creek Falls?
It's not going to be in Fall Creek Falls this year. It's in Franklin. We are going to register anybody who wants to be able to attend that.
Okay.
So just send myself or Suzanne in my office.
That'll count for
email.
continuing education hours as well?
Yes. So obviously, if you recall, there's a requirement that each of you get 4 hours of education to be compliant with our state statutes.
Sir.
And so we would want you to do whatever you can to meet that. And this is a great opportunity. It gets you plenty of hours, more than 4 for sure.
Do you know?
So
Okay.
that's coming up on October 20th through 22nd. And again, it's in Franklin. So just send us a note if that is something that you would like to participate in.
Sir. Any other announcements?
I would just like to say that it has been a pleasure working with all of you all. I let the staff and the mayor know a couple of months ago that this would probably be my last meeting. So, thank you. I've enjoyed it. It's been 12 long years.
I've enjoyed sitting next to you.
We've also enjoyed having you here. So thank you for your service. We do appreciate all the time you've put in for that. We know that's a big toll on anybody who decides to, join in and participate on that. So we really appreciate it.
No cake, no party.
That being said, any other announcements? Do I hear a motion to adjourn? All right, let's adjourn. Bye.